Okay, I started a new episode because my goal is always to record 2 a night. Let's bust our truck up and waste the resources that we had to grind for, of which we have most definitely a finite amount of. In fact, the word there is very, very little of. Which is like 6 words, so consider that a bushism. Rip. What's in here? God, I need to run through these hearts. Plenty of opportunities out there. In this episode, let's clear a neighborhood. Let's push, man. Let's push. Let's get some heart kills in. Oh, we've got the resources. Let's burn them. Let's burn them for a just cause. That just cause is the death, the murder of these God-forsaken hearts. And all blood plague ferals. All blood plague ferals must die. All orcs must die. Is that a good game? That was on Games with Gold recently. I finally downloaded it. I wanted to play it back in the day. It looked a lot like Dungeon Defenders. Video games have changed so much, man. That first Dungeon Defenders was so much fun, and then when the sequel comes out, it's just another live service title. There's a lot of nostalgia, and I know there's a lot of rose-tinted glasses because we have gained a lot with the live service model. Like State of Decay 2 just can't exist without the live service model, but it's one of the like rare good guys because it's not monetized to death. It's a beautiful thing. That's what happens. That's the big, those are the 2 big shit the bed. I've always liked this neighborhood, but especially in the, oh wait, this is Providence. What I'm thinking of, I believe, is Cascade Hills, so that really like dense neighborhood where you can get into that apartment building and set up a base. I've always really liked that neighborhood. It just is, it just doesn't run well. It'd be nice to go back to that world we had on Homeland, which was a world rich with scent blockers and bloater gas grenades. That's why I felt so good about the last run, is I just felt like, damn, I can do this. And then some bullshit had to go down. I don't mean lethal playthroughs, like clearly I've proven that we're capable here of lethal playthroughs. It's just, that was like an especially hard way to do it, this lone wolf playthrough. It's a little less, I mean, this guy could still totally die. And then I'm just gonna go back to doing what I was doing and just embrace the suck. But oh, I should totally have put this damn rucksack away. We should just need 1 Adderall. I should have kept my Molotovs on me. Those were actually really coming in handy. Do it about 45 cal rounds too. And even more sad, whatever, man, about Oz losing that shotgun she had. I hope we had one on Grace too, that silent sidearm shotgun. That was a lot better than the sawn-off. Thing was the shit. One more. It's usually a 10-second count. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 5. And I'm going for it. What is the visual tell on this? Because this got the one girl killed, Naomi or something, whatever, like the 3rd attempt went to shit, all because I couldn't. There's too many zombies. I'm not in a good cheese spot. It's not easy. That's how we take this town back. Close this door so I can safely drive out of here without wrecking the vehicle. Cool. All right, now we do the fall down, go boom method. Just drive a little bit up. Glad to be killing hearts again. And come back down. Oh shit, that was a gnat's eyelash, man. Oof. Well, I didn't clear them all, that's for sure. Maybe I didn't get far enough away, but I just think there's a lot in this neighborhood. Zombie veterans. Oh, be probably a good group. I'm just gonna waste that med kit. Oh, nice. This is actually like what we needed right here.
Damn, that thing's fast.
You know what that means. Thank you. Good lord. It's taking so long to climb that shit. A monster. Oh, that was like a big miss. Big oof. The angle we took. What? He's alive? I really felt like the angle we took there saved our ass. Dude, we're behind that wall, so like, dude. These guys stop fucking interrupting. Oh my god, there's just so many now. Did I grab that gun? I didn't even grab the gun. We'll just do this the old-fashioned way. The we can drive on top of a semi, but we can't climb cars method. And we're nearly infected again. Time to go. Man, there's a bunch of them. Here's the good news. We actually have some repair kits right now. Able to slow loot the map for a brief moment. Well, you know, to the point where I started the recording at 3 a.m. So call brief is relative in this case. Where's the next heart at? Where's the next heart? Let's try over here. Oh shit. Do not have any nades on us. And we have one outpost slot, I believe. But we have a programmer, so... Oh, power. Huh, how much influence we got? 4,000? I did not anticipate that being an issue. Okay, what are we gonna block up? I don't like where that park bench is at. It's really too bad about old Eagle Eye, because that mission is money. Why can't we open the trunk? Oh well, Adderall will get the job done regardless. This is tricky. There we go. Kind of. I just don't like the position of this heart much. I don't feel like there's a very good cheese spot for that. It's crazy how much we've improved at killing hearts just by understanding and finding like, oh hey, you can swing at the heart and the zombies so long as you got speed, so long as you got methamphetamine. You can do it. You can do it all night long. That has definitely still got AoE on it. It's just too fucking many of them. Oops. Oh no, not beloved beetle mallet. And we leave. Yeah, I think Molotovs, that would be like, I think the ideal. It's tough to say whether our method of discipline, endurance, and oh, what's the third one? Well, marathon, discipline, endurance, yeah, just the four. Except we went with Powerhouse, which has obviously been working out for us because of ferals. But it's tough to say whether that is like we actually figured out a super effective utility build for the lone wolf, because this guy is, you know, Frankenstein, ice road trucker fighting defensively, immortal, resilient. We have learned that if you can stack that is a true 40% negation. So even if you could just get two, you've got a super meaty, badass survivor. So the problem here that we're gonna have is that we need fuel up and fix the vehicle. Obviously, there's a feral very close.
Let that feral charge me.
That was a big ol' oof.
Go for the head.
Why was it that we couldn't do that before? Oh, you actually have to fuel up on the side the gas tank's on. Tell you what, these guys are pushing us, so we're just gonna start it. Two strangers passing in the night, by chance two separate glances meet, and I am you, and what I see is me. Do I take you by the hand, lead you to the land, try to guide you the best I can. That's where fire comes in handy. Quick repair kits for the win, though. That's nice. Probably good. That first one is fast. It's the second AoE blast. The second stage one that's in the butt. Focus on the big one. What is he talking about? Dude, Adderall. There's no way that's cleared. I gotta do one more lap. A jug, I think. Pretty sure.
Drop the screamer now.
Game is filling this house with freaks. So much shit in here right now. the hell? Camera angle being shit. Let's go.
Probably gonna miss that.
That's so many. Oops. It's okay there for a while, but man, that was gotta be 30, 40 zombies, it looked like. The game is like, what are you doing? We see you're killing hearts. We see you got your pace back right now. What are you doing? We can't have this. I see the question mark as we drove by. Let's go check it out. Again, imagine being wide awake at 4 in the morning. Imagine starting your day, basically, at the end of your night. Don't you hate that? Like, you wake up in the morning like, yeah, I'm gonna kick ass today, and you're just sort of dragging ass all day, and then it gets to be late at night, and wide awake. I've been in my old place at the nice blue house in a hurry and left my old lawman's Viper. I'll give you, oh boy. I'm more hopeful that she'll just become someone we can recruit. Mechanic, cook, doctor. I'd say in that order still. I change the order every time. Oh well. I think this guy would have been better off as a pathologist, but programming's fine. Where's she want to go? No wonder you lost your weapon. Should have seen the hell that was in that. Well, not this one. The heart we just came from. The game seriously wanted us dead in. There was so much shit in there. Screamers, bloaters, a jug. It was getting crazy. Alright, last mag. Oh, I missed the pyro launcher. This situation is nothing for the pyro launcher. Another feral? Oh my god, then it shows up. Again, why don't Blood Plague Ferals drop stuff and bring back Plague Buster? Because one, it's really strong, and two, that makes Blood Plague bloaters worth it. That took me way more shots than it should have. She is so gonna die. And we're gonna have to heal ourselves. The door. That hammer went through him. She's so dead. I don't even know where she's at this point. Holy shit, she didn't die. She's got to be infected, though. I don't see how she couldn't be. Speaking of infected. Bye, Beth. Oh, I thought I was gonna make a total mess out of that, but we got out of there clean. That door went right through that zombie, but okay. have anything even like close to this right now? Not really. Let's go outpost that place, I suppose. We need an ammo outpost so we can start sorting ammo like crazy. And I always like making that police station an outpost. We can at least get a temporary outpost going. That's probably would be the best. How is she? Beth has got to be done, man. She's still in that shithole getting ate up by those human inside out mosquitoes. Wow, that looked like one of those completely desolated vehicles that are on the road, but that is actually a drivable vehicle.
Definitely on their way now.
Dude, he'd already done his little fucking thing and failed. Why did the game give him a second life on that? His third life in this case. Re-deader. The deadening. I'll also just make a fucking ton of noise now. What's it matter? Now I have totally forgot why I was even over here. I mean, it was sitting right in front of my face. You have blood plague, but yet, whatever. Let's just do a temporary outpost right here. Devin, you need a better outfit. I asked this question many episodes ago. I don't even think it was this playthrough, but I asked whether clothes were persistent. I went back and read the patch notes, and yes, it's persistent across your profile, which is good. It would have been super silly, in my opinion, if they hadn't done it that way. Supposedly, the next big update we're going to get is going to involve those of you that do long-term communities, and that's your thing. Okay, let's outpost this place so that we can get that safe zone radius. One thing about update 28 is it has felt like the safe zone radius has been better.
There's always a couple more left.
With the Enclave lighting update. There's a couple things I mentioned yesterday, though.
Okay.
Performance is one. It's been worse since update 28. Like, loading screens. This game never used to have freaking loading screens. I mean, when you would start, of course. That's not that I'm against loading screens. I know they're a necessity, but one of the big, things about open world games, been sort of a staple for a long time, is the idea that it's one seamless world without loading screens. State of Decay never used to have loading screens, so it's bizarre that post update 28 I've experienced a couple of them.
No way I can fit this.
Oh yeah, blood plague. Labeled batch 23 untested sample. It's weird that there is different variations on the theme there with stated blood plague here. Unload it. Equip it. I get major Day of the Dead vibes with this song because of the Caribbean drum. Patch them on. We basically just got a free mag. Take it for sure. You know what? I'm gonna salvage that bastard. So we need some more parts. Cool. Nice. Can actually get rid of a heart. We've been sort of lucky on building material. We're finding a lot of that, even though this is a playthrough that building material doesn't matter. I'm thinking honestly about getting power and upgrading. Might be a meds rucksack. Nope. Damn. It looks like the OG zombie from Night of the Living Dead. That's what that guy always makes me think of, is that first zombie that gets killed.
That's a lot of stuff.
Comes in the house. He like shoves a tire iron through its skull. It's like when you know that movie's gonna be good. 'Cause it somehow makes it look good with so little. Such a small budget so little to work with, and yet it doesn't look cheesy. Cool. All right, I think that all around was a pretty successful little adventure. Beth, somehow still our active mission. And again, 4:08 in the morning. Imagine starting your day at the end of your day. Okay, Beth. Oh, wait. Zombie threat at home. You know how we deal with this. There's only one way to deal with this.
Not gonna lie, we have a truckload of zombies coming in.
I'm not spending my ammo on that. How much ammo do we have, by the way? 31. We can sort some more. It'd be cool, and that's the most efficient way, apparently. I think that the only catch there is it's also the least efficient, because if you're looking specifically for an ammo type, and this would be such a great gun if it was 5.56.
Goddamn Z's are attacking our crib!
I'm not going to be able to get to him. What? Beth, what? Makes no sense. She's so dead, man. What? I mean, she's not dead because nothing is drawing around her right now because we're out of the picture. But as soon as we come back over there, like, she'd already been down but not out,
Okay, we've got this.
which in lethal zone, it means you're infected. There's no getting around that. Oh, fudge. Gilbert still on poop watch. The homie bearded dragon, a month and 2 weeks, I think, since he pooped last, because he's brumating, but he's kind of lost some weight too. So I think it's 60-40, 60 for brumation, 40% could be parasites. And the only advice I ever get is just go to your local exotic animal vet. Dude, that's a thing. And we can't even get a vet to look at him. All the vets in town only do cats and dogs. No lie, no exaggeration. They told us that. But we have to go way out of town. I'm not gonna let him die. But with Grandma's stroke, I've kind of had other things. I'm still confident he's brumating, but see, it's a double whammy because obviously I love him. He's our pet, but Grandma loves him too, and that's like one of the big things that Grandma's motivated by to get home is like she can't wait to be with her pet again. And it's kind of fucked because I'm worried about his health, and that's the last thing I want to put on my grandma when her health is the way it is currently. Like, yeah, by the way, here, you know, the Gilbert that you were like super looking forward to hanging out with when you finally get home. I don't even want to say it aloud, but I think you get what I'm going for. I'm glad this could turn into a therapy session again. Feels good, man. I ordered some CBD oil, speaking of. I'm hoping that that helps, because I know that everybody's got like anxiety and depression these days, but I legit am starting to face
We can help each other out.
something that I haven't ever faced. And I was doing better when I used to meditate, but the facing, like, just admitting that I've got anxiety, not like, I know everybody does and shit, but in some ways, when I was in college, one of the things that used to mess me up all the time is if I'd miss class like 2 or 3 times.
Oh yeah.
Professional break on there, nice.
I think this is what we're looking for.
I would like just stop showing up altogether because I was so embarrassed. And like, I just felt like everybody would notice that and I couldn't show my face again. And I now know like that was completely irrational. That's kind of where I'm at with the stream. I'm legit embarrassed that I haven't like been there in so long, and it's made me afraid even though I have nothing to lose. It's made me physically afraid. And pretty sure that's anxiety. It's what that is. And there was a girl I was dating in college at one time, and she was pre-med and she was valedictorian in high school and stuff. She was like, "You've got anxiety." And maybe I should have taken her seriously. So I ordered some CBD oil, and I'm hoping that I hope that helps me with streaming, getting back to streaming and writing and doing the shit that makes me happy. Because I haven't been super happy lately. I mean, I've been working on the cabins, and that keeps me busy, and I basically keep up with my lifts, but I don't think I've really deeply been happy in like a while. Like really, really, truly happy. And that's not me trying to bitch, because I know everybody's got their own struggles and stuff, but I also kind of feel like, man, I've lived 30 years and I'm watching all these like movies on Netflix where all these people in the 20s and 30s fucking living it up, loving life, drugs, alcohol, women. Like, that's not really what I'm looking for. It's just that I feel like I got to be getting some more joy out of life. I don't like that I'm trying to make more of my life. She's so dead. I should have never recruited her. Bye, morale. Oh, damn it, no. Oh, damn it, no. There's more I can say on that subject at some point. I figured that I would say whenever, we reach the extremely far off destination that is, like, maybe even being partnered on Twitch. I always thought I would sort of tell my story at that point. Because I'm not going to tell it now. I don't even want to go into that. But, yeah, I mean, I just haven't been satisfied, I don't think. It's not just wanting a girlfriend being kind of lonely. I'm on Match now. I'm going to get it figured out. I'm on Match, but I don't pay him any money, so I'm not really on Match. That's the thing about dating sites. It's like probably your best bet. At the same time, you have to have fucking $50 a month to give them. I was happy when I was streaming, though. In 2021, when I was streaming, I was leave the stream happy, and when I was streaming a bunch, I was happy. I've burned out a couple times, sure. Like, I saw that just a couple of years ago. Did 2,500 hours, and the year before that it was like 3,000 hours. So it's a lot of hours in a year. So I think there's only like 5,000 hours in a year or something. Let me look at that up. I know it's like I know it's 88,000 minutes. It's like hours in a year. I should be able to math this in my head, but 8,600. Think about that. Like a third of my year in 2018, I think it was, just streaming. And then I was close to that number again in I need to kill that fucking feral. I'm being stupid. I wasn't thinking. In 2019. And in 2020, I only got 1,500 in. And then in 2021, I only got, I think it was 500 in. Less than that, probably. Not good. Obviously, not good. But I said yesterday when I was recording, since the pandemic broke out, initially it was like, yeah, let's fucking stream, because it was lockdown and basically it was just grandma on me. But what happened? I should have just killed that heart. I should have just kept pushing. But what's a should? And it was good. And that's when Tyrell and I were knocking out a whole bunch of Halo, and that was the most productive part of 2020. And then the second half of 2020 was completely consumed by homeschool. And then, as all three of the kids were being homeschooled, our teenager was really struggling with it. Kind of the underappreciated story of 2020 is putting kids all remote is not good for society in general. It's not good for the kids. It's not good for the parents. So yeah, and then so we did that. And then when that ends, I go to work for my brother-in-law. And that's where we've been. And I'm recording, and I see there's some, oh, that is bad. Some views on these Lone Wolf playthroughs, and I've been doing the YouTube thing just to try to keep the dream alive, keep my streaming software up to date. Like, I've not given up. And, I blame myself because it's my responsibility. I mean, I'm a 30-year-old man. This is my responsibility, but just life, dude, and especially with money, and that's just honest. I have to say that. I wasn't making any money on Twitch, and I was getting really nervous for the future, and so I decided I had to do something to make more money. But, you know, right now I'm in a situation where grandma's health is very serious. She's 87. And I have to make hard choices in the not too distant future. This is my warning. So if I'm gonna like do this TNT Productions thing for real, and the streaming and the writing and all that, like, let's fucking do or die. You know, I never intended to quit. It's something I intend to do all my working life, is that kind of work. But if I'm really serious now at 30 was one wake-up call. I thought 28 was serious. I mean, this is like it, like grandma, and which is why even though it's 3 in the morning, I decided to start recording, and my fucking headache's starting to come back, and the thing's been bothering me all day. I've hit the damn pain pills way too hard just to try to simmer that bastard down. Oh, it killed the heart. What went wrong there? Why did I want to leave so fast? I know that we were being inundated with zombies, but what else was happening? Really not that sick. I'm not going to use a sample yet.
Not going far with all this.
Put these grenades away, though. Grab some strong painkillers. Gonna take an espresso. His fatigue severity is so good that I've hardly noticed or even had to mess with the coffee. I'm gonna go ahead and repair, though. I'm gonna do that because I want doors. Longer episode where we've done multiple therapy sessions in one, but I'm gonna do this heart next. And then I'm going to take some melatonin and some cold medicine, and so I'll film like the last episode as I'm winding down there, but I don't want to take any more painkillers because I'm worried that it's going to make things worse now. I probably just need sleep. It's probably the last remnants of the cold. Yeah, I ordered CBD oil. I hope that maybe I'll have less worry. That's another part of taking life seriously, is admitting like, hey, I've got these weaknesses. It might be super cliche and everybody might fucking have anxiety and depression these days, but shit. I know I'm feeling something, and I know it's affecting my life in a negative way, and I can't seem to live my life. And I don't feel like... I know that sadness is a normal part of life, and life has ups and downs, but... I want to get a little more joy out of life, man. I want to get a little bit more meaning out of life. I'm gonna live it. I'm not gonna, you know, off myself or some shit, which I don't intend to do or plan to do. And I might as well make the trip worth it. Might as well have some fun while I'm here and do what I want to do. Which is build a business and build a family and just try to be a good human being and give back and, you know, enjoy the community we've built on Twitch and be grateful for that and make it bigger and stronger than ever. And video games have been a part of my life since the beginning, so I want to do more in that space too, both making content for them, but I also want to get back into making them. My nephew and I have been having He Loves Games, so you guys know he's done some playthroughs here on this channel. We've been designing a game in the background. Every time we walk at night, we discuss it, and I've been having a lot of fun doing that. We both think about games in a different way. I think about it more as a writer, like, oh, my ideas come from, like, this armor set is from this event in the lore, and he thinks about it as more of like a true gamer and a movie guy. He wants to Michael Bay, basically Michael Bay, the game designer. But it's just been fun to get back into that space. I wish that my brother and I would have again, what's a should, and I just really generally don't like regret, you know, believe that that's a useful emotion. But Yeah, I mean, my brother definitely could have gone all the way with the game stuff. He's smart enough. He was good enough at programming. He's got extremely good self-discipline. And he's great at games, which I think that really good game developers are good at games. I think it's like the whole saying, don't trust a skinny chef. That's like applicable to games too. Don't trust a game designer that sucks at games. I want this. Yeah, that's what I want. Then we'll do that and I'll end this episode and get some cold medicine and I'll film one more. We're kicking some ass though. Granted, it's with a crazy strong character, but we're kicking some ass. And the game knows it. That's why we're getting all this insane shit around us. It is making it, the game is making it its job to end us. It's kind of weird too, because in State of Decay 1 and for a long time in State of Decay 2, your job was always to go fast because the game like couldn't keep up with you. But since the lethal update, the game is much better at focusing in around you to try to kill you when you're doing well. But especially State of Decay 1, like the way that one way you could successfully navigate breakdown is speed kills. Move faster than the game is equipped. So the game tries to set up basically surprise attacks constantly. But it can't surprise attack you if you don't stay in one location long enough for it to read that surprise attack. So you just constantly stay on the road. Get shit done, move. Get shit done, move. And that comes from knowing the map better. Knowing which locations to hit, when, how, and what places inside each building really have what you need. Even though it's all randomized, you know, like the gun locker is definitely going to have a gun in it. Things were more predictable like that in State of Decay 1. And 2, you know, you get the whole... There's a... Isn't the G17 supposed to be amazing? It's not the one with the 50 round mag though. Oh, nice. Semi-auto. Ooh. The primary. Whoops. Whoops.
No room for that.
There is so much shit around us right now. But somehow, or for some reason, it's not coming in here. I can hear the screamer. I can hear the juggernaut. I'm sure there's a ton of zombies out there. But it might just be a case too where we actually moved really fast. Because we did. And I'm going to go ahead and use it here. Let's use the untested sample.
Down to the last magazine here.
7.62, I'll be happy to have. All right.